Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome. It is Monday morning, day after Easter. Thanks for joining me. Bringing you more madness and shenanigans out of California. Thanks for joining me. I will be reading you some foolishness that was on social media, a Facebook posts. Hello, how you doing, Darren? Thanks for joining me, sweetheart. Got 19 viewing. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to Everyday Shenanigans. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you. Hello, AR. How you doing? Hi, how are you, Brianna? Thanks for joining me. Hello, Shavea, how you doing? Yes, I'm well. Thank you. Hope you all had a wonderful Easter. Okay. 34 viewing. Thank you so very much. Hey, how you doing? It's echoing. Hi, baby. How you doing, Joy? Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on. It's echoing. Did you hear me, sweetie? Mm-hmm. It's echoing bad. Okay. Yeah, at least turn it down. Hey, Marcella, how you doing? Hello, Donna, how you doing? Thank you all. I got 49 viewing. Thank you so much. Hello. I got 49 room. I'm going to go ahead and get started because I don't know how long this live is going to go. But thank you all for joining me. Hope you have a safe week. Had a great holiday. Happy Easter to all of you. I don't usually go over to the Bio Mom's Facebook page, but someone had notified me 2 weeks or so ago about the a post she made about going to the beach, going to Miami. As I told somebody, I don't really get into all that because one thing I don't like doing is going to people's Facebook page, especially when they're not talking about anything. It's just not me. Okay. Thank you, Darren. Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy Easter to all of you. I don't really care for all that, he said, she said type stuff. I don't really do the Facebook posting. I just don't go to people's Facebook page. People sometimes will notify me to say, hey, you need to check something out. But anyway, long story short, Paprika Dean, who was Ryan Dean, the bio mother of the 2 missing children, boys, made a comment or something on her post about going to Miami. I never addressed that because I felt like there was no need to. But then I guess she's taking the post down because I've looked over there just a while ago. It's not there. So obviously she's feeling some type of way. Obviously somebody has ruffled her feathers that she feels the need to, one, take the post down, and then now on April 1st put up a post. And I'm going to read you what the post says because someone sent it to me. So obviously they wanted it to be discussed. So me and the source decided we would talk about it. And yes, I have the source here again so they can weigh in on their opinion of the said information in the Facebook post. And we're going to read it as follows. Paprika Dean posted this at 12:44 p.m. Oh, I ain't forgot about my boys. Trust, it's forever with my babies, but I see MFs want me to sit in sorrow and just let myself go, and I'm not. Shrug emoji. If I was to let myself go here, go judge an MF. Damn, she let herself go. She turned into a bum. She weak. Here go another judge an MF. Damn, she living life. Been to the beach. She act like she DGAF no more. MF's gonna talk regardless. I deal with my hurt in a different way. And if you truly know me, you know it has changed my attitude and my outlook on certain things. That's how I deal with it. So once again, if you want to judge me or have something to ask, my inbox is open! Exclamation point. But just watch what you say to me and how you word it. Emojis, shrug shoulders. Have a blessed Thursday, kissy lips. And this was uploaded April 1st at 12:44 p.m. Okay. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Nene, how you doing? What I have to say about this post, because as I stated, I don't go to her page. I don't go to anyone's page. I got to turn this echo on. This echo is killing me. Hold on a minute. I don't go to her page or anyone's page because I just don't get into all that Facebook rhetoric because I don't listen to stuff that people say on Facebook. It doesn't really matter to me. But the thing that's interesting is that it was said weeks ago, she put up a post about going to the beach. So what I have to say to myself is somebody obviously has said something she doesn't like. Perhaps somebody was in her inbox, said something not so kind to her. My thing is this. From day one, you failed your children. That's to me the given. That's not even nothing to argue about. That's not nothing to dispute. We're talking about 4 separate children. And some of you didn't even know that. You didn't even know she had a total of 4 children by 4 different men. You didn't know that. So now you know. If you're listening to Everyday Shenanigans, Ryan Dean has 4 children by 4 different men. So to post this ridiculous post about you don't care what people say, I'm not trying to be in sorrow, blah, blah, blah. What is the point? If you're living your best life, if you are doing you, there's no need to post anything to Facebook about anything. You like what you're doing. You've been doing what you wanted to do. So I don't understand the point of the post. When someone sent it to me the other day, I was just like, well, okay, whatever. I just don't get the point of saying, oh, I ain't forgot about my boys. Trust, it's forever with my babies. But I see MFs want me to sit in sorrow. And see, that comment right there is for somebody who has been raising their children and their children are deceased. Stay woke. Stay woke. Do you understand what I'm saying? That sounds like someone who's talking about dead children. And I only say that because people like to sometimes say, well, he or she shouldn't be doing this, or a woman shouldn't be doing this if she had a boyfriend or a husband. You understand what I'm saying? People will judge you depending on the things you're doing after death. So when I read this post and even reading it now, it makes no sense to me to even say anything because you're talking like somebody who A, was raising their children, B, somebody who's lost their children, such as death. So to say these things in a post makes no sense. You're contradicting yourself. You don't have your children. You haven't had your children since they were small babies. So I don't understand the point in saying anything, period. Just go do you. Just do you. Because haven't you been doing that anyway? Let's keep it real. This is bullshit. This post is bullshit. And excuse my language, but it's the truth. You've been doing you. You've been doing you, which led to you not having your kids in the first place. That's how your kids got taken. Because you were doing Ryan Dean in the beginning. In the beginning. You've always done you. Because you see, if your children were priority number 1, all 4, you would have all of your children. You would have all of your children. And I look at the photo of the little boy posted to the Facebook page, a recent post. And my understanding is that you haven't seen your son. Now, perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps you've gone and seen your kid, your son. But my understanding is that you haven't seen that little boy since Christmas. So why are you posting this picture now of him in March? It's now April. And as I state, if I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. But from my information box, you haven't seen that son, 7-year-old or whatever, since Christmas. But yet you're posting these photos of him in March like you're seeing him. You're talking. You don't call him. Let's call a spade and stop all this BS. You don't even call that little boy. So what I have to ask myself is, if he lives in the same city with you in Bakersfield, California, and you won't even call him just to say, hello, how you doing? You okay? You want to go to the mall? You want to go to the park? You want to go do something? You want to come over here? Blah, blah, blah. Are you even calling your little girl? Because she's the oldest. And I'm just keeping this 100. I didn't want to address this situation, but then I started talking about it with some other people. I talked about it with the source, and the source said, yeah, because this is bogus. This Facebook post, these other Facebook posts, and obviously you do feel some type of way. Because if you weren't bothered, you would have never taken down the post about going to Miami Beach. And what I want to say about that, who the hell puts that up there anyway? When you wouldn't even go over to Pacheco when they were looking for your kids, the ones you ain't forgot about, you wouldn't even get your lazy ass up and go over there and check to see what the hell they were looking for. If they found anything. But you could go to somebody's house party the same night and then put up on Facebook, you trying to go to Miami. Who the hell does that? An MF that don't care, because you like that word, MF. I'm keeping this 100. So my thing is this. You've been living your life. You've been living your life since you first got knocked up. You were living your life when the children were taken away from you, each child individually. Each child was taken at a different period. 2 children taken away from you a year apart. The older children were taken by their fathers, took you to court to get those said children. So to post this stupid commentary on Facebook is a waste of time. Frankly, I wouldn't even be on Facebook saying anything, because what we're looking at is no different than how we look at Trezell and Jacqueline. They're no-go, no-show, poof, voila, magic gone. You did the same thing. You ran out of breath going to the news to let everybody know who you are. But yet, nobody's seen, heard from you. Folks giving bogus ass commentary at that Kern County business, commerce, BS. You feeling some type of way. But see, that's what's so contradictory. You're so distraught, you're so down, but you can go to Facebook and let everybody know how you feeling. How can you be so distraught, but you can type on Facebook? See, I have a problem with people who go to Facebook to resolve their issues. Whether it's spew venom, cry, moan, complain, I have a problem with it, because Facebook isn't the place to air your innermost secrets, feelings. You know, go to your priest, your rabbi, your pastor. And that's just how I feel about it. You've never cared, Paprika Dean, Ryan Dean, whoever the hell you are. You've never cared about your kids. That's obvious. I knew this in the beginning when I heard you had 4 children by 4 separate men. I'm going to say that. I didn't need the source. I didn't need anybody to tell me nothing. I looked at what was obvious. And once I found out they were not taken at the same time, I knew better. I knew that you didn't fight for your kids. I know that, hey, the state has an obligation to take in the children for whatever reason. And most places don't have places to house children. So what the hell do they want with your kids? And that's for California, New York, Tennessee, whatever. This is my opinion. This is ridiculous to me. And the truth is, you felt some type of way. Somebody said something you didn't like about that Facebook post about going to Miami. And then you took it down because it's not up on Facebook right now. I just looked. And then you put up this post talking all this old mumbo jumbo about not feeling sorry for yourself, letting yourself go. You ain't lost no kids, remember? Because we don't have proof that they're deceased. So what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm keeping this 100. I'm keeping this real. I'm keeping this real. Daring, don't worry about that. That's what they do. What is the point in going to Facebook to say anything? You have shown you do not care. Those people out there looking for your kids on Pacheco that day, God knows whatever the hell reason they were out there, you were nowhere to be found. But you couldn't wait to go to somebody's house that night, same night, with a gentleman, male, to somebody's house party. Going away party at that. Yeah, Queen knows. So you don't seem in tune to me. You don't seem to care. So this is why I say, yes, everybody's thrown salt at the West family because of their actions. Well, your actions to me are no different than Jacqueline and Trezell West. Y'all in the same damn boat. Y'all in the same damn boat. One of you leaning to the side. One got an oar paddling and another one got an oar paddling. I'm not keeping it 100. You've never cared. So give Facebook a rest. I wouldn't say anything on Facebook, period. Because you've never cared, and that's obvious. And you're sitting here talking as if your children are dead because you're speaking of them as if they're deceased, because that's how people talk when people die. Hey, I'm moving on. I got to do something. I got to live. That's how people talk when people pass away. They say, hey, I can do what I want. I'm grown. Why are you watching me? I got to move on at some point. You're talking as if you raised these kids up until December 21st, 2020. Now they're gone, and you're moving on with your best life. But we know you have not had those children for a couple of years, and you lost them from your own negligence, and you chose not to abide by the rules and regulations to get your children back. So now you sit here trying to act like you're so distraught and putting all this stupid stuff on Facebook. Give it a rest. I don't have anything else to say. I'll now let the source give their opinion about the said Facebook post. All right. You ready? Hello? Barely, honey. No, they're not. Hello? Barely, honey. Come on. Okay. The source has something they'd like to say pertaining to that Facebook post and the picture of the son posted. As I state, last heard, the son has not seen Ryan Dean since Christmas. Now, perhaps, I don't know, but from my understanding, she has not called her son in months. So I'm trying to figure out why you're posting these pictures of him in March and you don't even call him to check on him, period. But it is what it is. Okay, go ahead. Tell me what you think about the Facebook post. A little bit, yes, honey. Okay, Dancer Queen said they can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
So with that post, I think that it's really disgusting because she's not mother of the year. She acts like she raised those kids and she never did.
You're going to have to speak up. They can't hear you, honey. Just get a little closer. Just get a little closer. Just get a little closer. Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Just come on up.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. The person says she's not mother of the year.
No. And she's never raised any other kids. None of them. She talks about the two younger boys that are missing as if she raised them and she never did raise. She never raised them. None of them. Can you hear me?
Yeah, just talking to the phone, baby. Go on. Okay. Because they can't hear you.
Okay. So she never raised those boys.
Okay.
She never. No, and she never raised her daughter. She does not have communication with those kids.
Okay.
I feel that she's trying to act as if she has been involved into their life since birth, and that's not true.
Okay.
As far as that post, I don't know why to even post something like that when it's not facts.
Okay.
It's not factual at all. When you see a child once out the month, once every 2-3 months, you can't make claims that you're raising that child.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if that child needs a haircut, you don't give no money. The child needs clothing, you don't give no money.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with it.
Okay.
I don't know why she posted that.
Okay.
It's sad. It's sad because the two older kids, they're being forgot about.
Okay.
You have the two missing boys, I understand. Everybody wants to find the boys. But she also has two other kids that don't have that communication. There's no bonding from her. And I think that that's sad because as these kids grow older, I mean, it's psychological problems.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be that. It's not just mom's not around, but there's no bonding.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I feel bad for the kids that we know about where they are.
Right.
I feel bad for those kids because their life is taken away from this chaos. It's not fair to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a bunch of BS to me. I don't understand it. You know, I don't care for all that Facebook posting, because I keep telling people that you don't know people. People can say anything, people do anything. And posting to Facebook is, to me, disingenuous. It's not real. It's not real. What you do is what's real. Talk is cheap. So stop posting that stuff. It makes no sense to me for anybody to just keep posting stuff, but you're not doing what you're posting. You know what I'm saying? And then the comments, oh, what they want you to do. It's like, something is wrong with you people rallying for somebody that didn't do what they need to do to keep their kids. And then run out of breath as soon as it's mentioned on the news that they're missing. And then you fall off after 2 or 3 interviews with the news. Nobody hears from you, don't know you're dead or alive. And yet you don't stand outside the billboards to say, hey, they posted this billboard. Hey, that's what most people would do, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
If somebody posted a billboard, there's money being raised to post a billboard, wouldn't you want to stand out there where the billboard is being posted to show, hey, this is a great thing. They've got a billboard up of my missing kids. Nothing. But she's so distraught. Well, I tell you what, ain't nothing wrong with her damn fingers. I tell you that. She know how to type. And if she went to Miami, she know how to get on an airplane. She know how to go to a terminal, follow directions that says Miami Beach. Come on with all this nonsense. Please stop. It's ridiculous. Yes, thank you, Darren. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Desiree, for the donation. Amen. So, like I said, I don't do the Facebook thing. I don't go to this page. Somebody sent me this post that was sent. Or somebody sent me the post. I read it. I didn't think much about it because, as I said, I don't dwell on that Facebook talk. Facebook is, to me, no different than its YT. Talk is cheap. Doesn't mean anything to me. But me and the source got to talking, and I said, "What do you think about the post?" And that's what it was. You know, thank you, Gypsy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Most people wouldn't be going to Miami for spring break. Well, whatever reason. Like I said, people are entitled to go wherever they want. Let me make that clear. I don't care about where a person goes, what they do. That's their business. The thing that is disturbing is you came out of breath in the beginning about the kids, and then you were a no-show thereafter, such as the West. So when people talk bad about the West, I think, well, how can you rally for this one? She's the one that originally had the kids. Then she pops up like Mary Poppins, ting, and then poof, disappears into the night, and all she does is put shit on Facebook about Miami and this and that. Hell, you should have posted the pictures that night you went to that damn party. That'd been really cute. Oh, you couldn't do that, right? Because that's the same day they went searching for your kids on Pacheco. That wouldn't look official. Now, that wouldn't look nice posting those pictures of that house party, because you know folks would have shown up, talked about you like a damn dog. Hell, this heifer at a party, and them folks was out there in the sun looking for her children. Stupid. Benson, I don't know, honey. Well, real deal, this is how I feel about the children and the search. It's in law enforcement's hands. It is their job. They have taken the case. LE, with Bakersfield, Kern County Sheriff, FBI, it is their job and their job only. And that's how I feel about the situation. It is their job. So we'll let them do their job. And that's how I feel about the situation with the kids. It's nobody else's job, because nobody else knows where they are except for the people who got them gone. And if we are to believe that the West are involved or the bios involved, whichever, you think whatever you want to think, they're not going to go look for something that they got rid of on purpose, if indeed these people are involved. So it's law enforcement's job to try to locate the children. And that's where I stand on that. Let those people do their job to find the children. So Antoinette says no dollars to be made, so she disappeared. I don't know. She's not too busy to make babies, though. Oh, 7. We know this. Yes, I did, Darren. Thank you. And that's the crazy part, is that, you know, I know some young girls got a game about themselves. They don't want no kids. They ain't trying to have no kids. They're trying to live their life. They're trying to go to school, get a trade, travel, do them, be young, live. Because I don't care what anybody says. It's hard to just be free in the world when you have children at a young age. So I personally, as a young person coming up in this day and time, knowing there's free birth control pills, shots, all that, condoms. I wouldn't think about having no damn kids. Forget that. And she obviously likes sex, that's for sure. She's a one-hit wonder. Boom, one time, she's pregnant. It's obvious. Come on. Same thing with the guys. They don't miss. It's ridiculous. Well, I pray it doesn't turn into a cold case either. Both sides are worthless and failed all the kids. Yes, I believe that. How you doing, Shelly? Thank you, Melissa, for joining us. My daughter's 25 and she has a dog. She treats like a baby. I'm fine with that. Welcome, everybody. Yes, thank you all for joining me. That's all I really had to say about the situation. Like I told somebody, I don't dwell on those Facebook posts from anybody because I've seen all that type of shenanigans with the bio mother down in Alabama. It's just a bunch of shenanigans. Always jumping on Facebook to say this and this, but you were nowhere to be found when they snatched your damn baby up, kidnapped your baby and drugged your baby, suffocated your baby, sodomized, raped your kid, and then threw your baby in a damn dumpster. But you can surely jump on Facebook 1 week after they bury her, Cupcake, and talk and cuss everybody out. See, that lets you know a person's true intention when they go to Facebook. I don't care what nobody says. It shows your true intention of who you are. So all that shit you cry and moan about, I'm this, I ain't got an evil bone in my body, I love my kids. Well, if you love your kids, you'll stay off of Facebook. It's not the place. Give it a rest. You want to watch and listen to what other people are saying on their Facebook page? Cool. But you don't have to say nothing. Just sometimes it's best to be quiet. Yeah, she needs a new hobby. Yeah, stop reproducing. Hey, like I told somebody, she's young. What is she, about 30 years of age? Well, she'll be pregnant again. You put money on that. She'll be pregnant again. She'll be pregnant again. She'll be pregnant again. And that's the bottom line. You have anything else you want to add?
No, that's not. I just.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Say what now?
I just think that.
Thank you, Gypsy.
She's just still trying to portray that she is.
Speak up, honey, so I can hear you.
I just feel that she's still trying to portray that she's a good mother and that she cares so much about her kids.
Yeah.
But from day one, she wasn't. And I just think it's.
Thank you, Barbara.
It's wrong for her. It's wrong.
Yeah. Seven to Life says you didn't love them enough for them to stay out of CPS. Yes. And the thing that people don't understand is that, she had them in the beginning, and that's how I look at it. I start at the beginning of a story. I don't stop in the middle. I don't start in the middle. I don't start at the end. I start at the beginning. And my thing is, those children came from her. She didn't do what she needed to do to keep her children. I mean, you have to use common sense. She has 2 older children who I'm sure would love to have a mother. Let me say this.
Yeah.
2 older children who are living, who I'm sure would love to have a relationship with their mother, love to live with their mother. Why can't anybody see that? Don't you find it odd that she does not have her older children? Yet you cry and moan if someone says anything negative about her. Well, sorry. It is what it is.
Yeah,
that's why I said, stop posting stuff.
Those kids are being cheated out of having a mother.
Yes.
It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's her fault. It's all her fault.
Yes.
So.
Well, hopefully one day the children will understand, why this woman has ducked herself off and just been an absentee parent. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
but my thing is, all she has to do in her spare time is, curse about who said what and what they think of her. And my thing is, why do you care what they think of you? To me, you've shown that you've never cared anyway. So why even address it on Facebook? And then those stupid ass folks in the comment section with all that old crazy talk about this and that, and girl, don't pay them no mind, and they don't know what they want you to do. We don't expect you to do nothing. You've already proven that you're not capable or attached to raising them. Okay, it's over with. But to sit up and act like, what am I supposed to do? Just let myself go. That sounds like somebody who's been raising their kids and trying to move onward. You haven't had your kids, so you've had a free life. So what are you talking about? Let yourself go. That makes no sense. You haven't had the kids, so you've been living your life. I just didn't understand the Facebook post. It made no sense to me.
Yeah.
Just made no sense to me. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Well, thank you so much, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
Okay. God bless you.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was the source. Thanks for joining me. Right. Like, what has changed? Exactly. Nothing has changed. She's been living her life. So I didn't understand the Facebook post. So I said it's a waste of time. Thank you, Miss Gypsy. I could not find the girl on Facebook. Is it under? No, it's Paprika Dean. It's the Facebook name. Thank you so much. 198 viewing. Interesting. Oh, Lordy, this girl. And thank you, Desiree. I'll drop the link if you want to chat. Please be respectful in the chat. I will open the panel, but it'll be open to people who have commented in the chat. And I do not read any comments or private chats. I don't read them, so you need not send them. It's not to be funny, but I have a reason for everything that I do. One second, please. Thank you, Darren. Thank you so much, honey. I don't know, Benson. Like minds, think alike. That's how I look at it. You ride or die with people that don't care nothing about their kids. Like I said, I can understand a person, they make a decision, they can't keep their kids for whatever reason. They take the responsibility and, but to just continuously have the children, knowing you can't take care of them, you refuse to take care of them, that just makes no sense to me. I mean, I don't understand the mindset. I wouldn't just keep having the children knowing I am not going to do what I need to do to keep the kids. You won't keep a place to live. I don't understand none of it. It was great, Vinny. Thanks for asking. Yes, I feel for the older children too, because she's still their mother. No matter what we think of her, the children deserve to have a parent. If they're living, they want to be in a child's life. But obviously, that's not her. It's not on her menu. Like I said, the boy child lives in the same city. And my last information came that she hadn't seen the child since Christmas. So if she has seen them, someone's not telling the truth. I don't know. I don't see that she cares. I can't even befriend a female that has neglected her kids in any form. Furthermore, had them taken, we are not on the same level. Okay. Well, you know, Kawana, people have different things that happen to them in life. Like I said, I know people will make mistakes, but where I have the problem is to continuously have children back to back, and they get taken from you, and then you cry wolf as if some secret society, the Illuminati, took your kids. Some people in cloaks and daggers came in the night and took your children, disguised as CPS workers, and just took your children, your 4 different children, 4 different kids, 4 different times. I mean, come on. I mean, the BS needs to stop. Thank you, Melissa. It's just ridiculous to me. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to the Facebook post. I guess I'll read it again since some of you probably hadn't heard, came in a little late. Someone sent me the post. I didn't think much about it. Like I said, I didn't see the point. I don't know. Not a .com on the end, dear. It was great. Thank you, Summer. Hope you all had a great Easter. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to read to those who just not coming in the chat. The subject matter is the a post that was put up April 1st by Paprika Dean, Ryan Dean, the mother of the missing Cal City boys. And it reads as follows. Oh, I ain't forgot about my boys. Trust is forever with my babies, but I see MFs want me to sit in sorrow and just let myself go, and I'm not. Shrug shoulders emoji. If I was to let myself go, here go a judging MF. Damn, she let herself go. She turned into a bum. She weak. Here go another judging MF. Damn, she living life, been to the beach. She act like she DGAF no more. MF's gonna talk regardless. I deal with my hurt in a different way. And if you truly know me, you know it has changed my attitude and my outlook on certain things. That's how I deal with it. Exclamation point. So once again, if you want to judge me or have something to ask, my inbox is open. Exclamation point. But just watch what you say to me and how you word it. Shrug shoulders emoji. Have a blessed Thursday. Kissy lips. Girl, come on with all that. That was uploaded the 1st of April. I don't even understand the post. It's ridiculous to me. Thank you, real deal. So you don't care what people think. Then you tell them, oh, you're welcome to say what you want in my inbox, but watch how you word it. Why would you even invite somebody to the inbox? See, all this is foolishness to me. These are things that children do, childish games. And you win foolish prizes. I think we all know this. I'm not going to invite nobody to the inbox, but I don't want to be bothered. I'm not going to invite you to come say nothing. First of all, I wouldn't even have an open Facebook page. But see, this is people who like drama. She's another April Thomas. Another mangy ass baby mama that loves drama, feed off of drama, feed off of other Facebook posts and rhetoric. You like that shit. You get down with that. It's the very reason you don't have the children, because you street person. You like drama. This makes no sense to me. You like all that? People out there trying to find your kids. You know where to be found. And on that same Saturday evening, instead of you going rushing out of breath to Pacheco, see if you could see whatever the hell they were looking for, hell, you too busy getting G'd up for a party to go with some guy to a house party the same night. I said, man, this heifer, she is raw dog, sure enough. She don't give a damn. And then weeks later, posting stuff about going to Miami. For what? You grown? Yeah. Go where you want. Yes. But it just looks bad to say it when you couldn't go see what the hell was going on in that open field when these random law officials were looking for your kids. I just wouldn't post it to Facebook. And you obviously feel some type of way because you took the post down. It's not on your Facebook page. So that's why I said all this old walkie-talkie, talking in circles, it's a waste of time. Just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. You want to go to Miami? Go. Get on the plane. Go. Do you. Come back. Best kept secret. Nobody had to know. Thank you, Dancing Queen. Thank you. Yes, you should start for Facebook. Well, they don't care about anything. Part of the first sentence mentions her boys. Then the rest of the paragraph is all about her. She's completely self-absorbed. Well, that's the whole point. She's been self-absorbed. She's a street person. She's like a lot of people that hang in the street. They like the street life. They got street talk, street jargon. That's their life. They don't care about anything else. She's numb inside. All that BS in that post about if y'all know me. What the hell they don't know you, honey? Because if they really knew you, they wouldn't be rallying for you. They'd let you know they don't know themselves. This is crazy nonsense. Yes, thanks for joining me. And thank you for the super chats and the Cash App. Thank you so kindly. God bless all of you. If you want to voice your opinion, hit the link. You know what? Pepper said I would donate to a GoFundMe to pay to tie her tubes. Lord have mercy, I'm dead. Woo! Girl, please stop. Thank you all so much. Her upbringing mostly life was trash. Well, I think we know that from the daddy, all up in the queen inbox. Negro still wearing a pressing curl. Whatever. Hello?
Oh, hello.
Is this Nancy?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, what do you have to say?
Well, I mean, to me, she'd do better just to keep her mouth shut, but it doesn't show like she's going to.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, she sounds like she's just wanting to spout off.
Right.
You know, but
Right.
she's showing her ignorance to me.
Nayeli Thompson says she's on drugs. Well, I don't know anything about that, baby. I can't attest to that because I don't have any idea about any narcotic use, so I can't say that. That I can't say.
It's very sad. I know it's very, very sad.
Mm-hmm. So I can't say that.
Mm-hmm. It just seems like she has a different set of morals than, you know, some people, but to each their own, I guess. I know I'd be out there beating the bushes if my kids was gone, but, you know, a lot of it goes to show you, if you go way back in the story, like today, you know, if you go back to the beginning, like you say, you know, why was her kids taken in the first place?
Right. Yeah, but different times. That's why I try to make people understand, you know, focus on what actually happened 4 separate times. It's not like they went one time, found something wrong with one child, and said, okay, we're removing this first child and the other 3.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, the problem, fix it, see what we can do.
So Either way, you didn't fix it, no matter if they had taken them all at the same time. And that's the thing. Those kids were being raised by the fathers anyway, coming and going, because my understanding, she never kept a place to live. She never kept her own home. She never kept her own car. She never kept her own apartment. Why? You're out here sleeping with people, random people, making babies, and you won't even keep an apartment? Come on. Seriously?
You're a repeat offender, as they would say.
Right.
You know, it seems like somewhere on the books there should be, like someone said in the chat, I know it's harsh to say, but legate, tube site.
Yes, yeah. And
there should be something where they tie the tubes.
A lot of people feel like the government should make certain women do that. It would be cruel because it's your body, but they feel like, hell, I'm not going to keep paying for all these babies.
Well, and some people are just unfit to have children. So
and it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not for everyone. It's not. It's not for everyone. But my thing is, know when to say this isn't working in my favor to be a parent at this time, and I'm going to forfeit my rights or whatever. Cool. But just to blatantly just keep having them knowing you don't even, 1, work, 2, you don't have an adequate place to sleep, 3, you don't have a car, you don't have resources, you don't have help. It makes no logical sense to continuously keep lying down with random men making babies. It's not like you're making babies with your husband and you don't work. You understand what I'm saying? You're sleeping with random blokes in the street who ain't got a pot to piss in, and you're having a whole baby, one after the other. And you all sit up here and uphold her and make excuses like that's cute.
No, it's not.
You logically explain 4 kids with 4 different baby daddies.
It's not cute. It's very irresponsible. And it's not the baby's fault.
Right. And it's not their fault. And that's what's so sad. It's that we still have 2 older ones who probably want a mother.
Yeah, they're the innocent party in the whole thing.
Yes.
And they're the ones that are being mistreated in the whole situation, not in just this person's situation. And it's a widespread situation.
Yes, it is sad. And this is why we have such people who get so cruel and talk bad about women on welfare, taking care of kids, because people can be very cruel about the welfare system, you know what I'm saying? And be like, it's my tax dollar paying for all these babies and welfare checks. And like I tell people, you don't get welfare checks like you did a long time ago. Most states have bylaws now as far as how long you can lay out with, you know what I'm saying, after giving birth. At some point, you're going to have to go either get a job or go take a trade, school, or the state classes. There's no more just loafing off year for year and receiving a welfare check. And most states don't give a lot of money anyway. But see, if you don't know that, you're just assuming somebody's getting like a couple of $100s for a baby. It's not like that.
No,
it's not like that anymore. No, $300-$400 just to have a kid. You're not even getting probably a flat, not even 200. You're not getting nowhere near 200 for one child in the state of Tennessee. But if you're uneducated, you don't know that.
No, it's not like that.
Have no idea. But nonetheless, no matter what they give and don't give, why keep having them and you don't even have a place to sleep? I mean, I heard people saying that she's a couch surfer. That's a effed up thing to say about a human being.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's something you say about a dude, and that's not to be nasty about a guy, but you see more young men, white, black, who don't have their lives together, and they do couch surf. They go from one house to the other. They don't carry their weight. They're moving in with people, eating, sloughing off, using them. But to be a woman and be called a couch surfer, that's messed up.
That's pretty low. That's pretty low.
Yeah, that's pretty low. It's not easy to raise children. And that's why I said that you're not going to know if you're going to be a good parent or not until you get in the game. And many of us as humans have not had great parents. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've always said that even if you keep your child, it doesn't mean you're any better than somebody that gave up their child. Because if you kept your child and know you didn't carry your weight, you didn't do a good job, you favored your kids over one or the other, you mistreated them verbally, mentally, sexually, you're no different. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think, well, if you give up your kid, you ain't no good. No, You have more respect for somebody that gave up their child and said, I couldn't do it, versus somebody that kept their kid and was knocking them around.
Exactly.
Beating them up.
It's a hard thing to give up a child.
Right. But I knew somebody that gave up everyone they had. So that let me know she didn't care. She just said, hey, I'm going to have sex. Boom, 9 months. I don't want it.
Yeah, no, that's not right either.
Year, 2 years, boom, had sex. 9 months, poof, give it up. Everyone except for the last one. So you're talking about what? Baby number what? 5, 6? You kept that.
What's she gonna say to them kids if they come knocking back on her door?
I don't know. All I can say is have mercy. Have mercy.
Have mercy on her.
Yeah, because my thing is you haven't kept one. You know what I mean? At least have kept 1 out of 4. 2 out of 4 would have been good.
She kept 1?
I said it would have been good if she could at least kept 1. She ain't got none of them, girl.
Oh Lord. I thought misunderstood. I thought you said you kept 1, because then I said
it would have been good, at least 1 or 2. But that's the thing, Nancy.
Lord.
There's people right now who still don't know that heifer got 2 children right now walking and talking. And she ain't talking to them. And they're with their baby fathers. Allegedly, they say the girl child is out of town living. The boy child is in Bakersfield with his father. And allegedly, she hasn't even seen that child since Christmas. But yet you're posting pictures on Facebook. You know, make people think you seeing your kid when all in all, I tell people about Facebook pictures. Just because a person posts a picture March 2nd, it does not mean that picture was taken March 2nd.
Exactly.
You can post a picture from 1970 on March 2nd.
Yeah.
That's
Don't post
right.
bell bottoms on the bottom.
Checkmate.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Bird says Ryan's 2 oldest live with their dads, but in pics on Facebook with them, they appear happy and fine. Well, they would be happy and fine because obviously they're somewhere probably doing well. But that's what I'm trying to make you understand. You don't find it strange that those children are not with their biological mother? Why would they not be with her?
Yeah.
Come on now. Why
Yeah.
are the 2 oldest not with her? Yet you scold people for bringing you the truth that she just never cared.
Right.
And now you're sitting here with this woe is me ass Facebook post, cussing and all that. I don't care. I do it. I'm living this. I'm doing this. And y'all judging me. And I don't care about you. Because I know it's only a matter of time. Because you like that ding dong. You're going to get another one.
Yeah.
And you're going to get another one without a husband.
And God forbid she get another child. That poor baby.
Mm.
What you got to say, Crystal?
I just find it amazing.
What's amazing?
It's amazing how she is, and just the family.
The female daughter is with her biological father, allegedly. Each older child is with the fathers. They got separate fathers. Each child she gave birth to have different fathers. We're talking about 4 children, 4 separate men, if you're not understanding what we're saying. You know what? It's more difficult to get a driver license than it is to have a child. You know what I'm doing. You know what? I can't. Go ahead, Crystal. Y'all crazy.
Those kids that are grown.
You can't get no damn driver license. Now, don't y'all start no mess up here.
The older kids are gonna have it rough.
Yes.
I think growing up.
No, it wasn't.
If she doesn't help raise those kids.
Yeah. Well, we think it's null and void at this point. What you think?
I think it's done with. Yeah. I feel bad for them, especially her girl.
Mm-hmm. Why you said it for the girl?
You know, women. I mean, who's gonna talk about her first menstrual? You know, girl stuff.
Yeah, girl stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think that
about having a parent, it's good to have a mother. It's good to have a father if you can.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think those children are going to want to distance themselves though from her?
It depends. Every child is different. Let me tell you something.
True.
You can have a parent that abuses a child. I mean, abuse them, and they still will want to be with their mother or father.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
The state could come, take them away. They could holler, scream, kick because they're going into the unknown. See, I know this person. They're a devil, but I know them. I'm used to them. You feel me?
That's a good point.
And it's the same thing with adults. You stay with people don't mean good, because that demon. You know what to expect. He gonna come in and get flipped. He drunk, he toe up, he high. He gonna punch you around. I'm used to that. I know him.
That's true.
And I just don't stick with him anyway because I love him. So I think.
You got a good point there.
Because you've seen children who still want to be with their parents, knowing their parents don't treat them well, don't talk to them well, because it's the fear of the unknown. I don't know about outside that door when you take me out my mama and my daddy's care, my grandmama's care, whoever's raising you. Now you're taking me into the unknown, into the abyss. Although I was already in the abyss, but this is a different abyss because I don't know that demon down there in that water. You understand? That's a new demon.
Right.
Now I got to learn a new demon. I got to put my faith and trust in a new demon. But then the flip side could be a child who sees his mother, father, relative is cruel, and they can't wait to get the hell out of there.
That's true. Hope they don't flip on them.
Right. They can't wait to get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Shelley, and that's what's so sad. It's that you're right. As they get older, they're going to see all these ugly things that's been said and be like, why are these people talking about my parents? And, well, what did you do for these people to say these nasty things about you? And why did you choose me? Why did you not raise me? And they have a right to ask that. And my thing is just to be honest. Hey, I was not in a place to raise you. I wasn't in a mental place. I wasn't in a financial place. I wasn't even in a physical place. And I always tell people, they don't have to like the answer, but so long as you're being truthful, they can respect it.
Right.
But you can't respect somebody ducking and dodging and making excuses. It was the state.
Don't try to hide it because it's too much out there now.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, all of this is definitely going to affect those kids.
Yeah. Well,
one way or another.
One way or the other. Right. And it's sad to me. It's very sad. Thank you, Gypsy. Thank you so much.
The cycle.
That's
a revolving door.
A revolving door. Yes, it is sad. It's so sad. Because nobody asked to be here. None of us asked to come here. None of us chose our parents.
Yeah.
None of us chose our upbringing. So we had to deal the card that was dealt to us. And that's what people don't understand about being a child, is that a child didn't ask to come here.
Right.
Didn't ask to come here.
Right.
What's that saying? You don't get to choose your family?
Well, you don't choose your family. I mean, if you've just seen how people act and carry themselves, and the first thing you say, like, damn, and he went and made a baby. You understand?
Yeah.
She had a baby. And I'm telling you, I can tell you when I used to go out and I saw how people carried themselves, especially when they got a little drink in them. And the first thing I thought was, and that's somebody's mother. Yeah. That's somebody's father. That's somebody's grandmother. I mean, it gives you something to think about.
Ooh, they carry on like that?
Yes. And then guess what? It's even worse if you're looking at them and they ain't had no sauce or high. I'm serious.
Yeah.
They're not under the influence. And people are like, hey, is he high? She high? Boo-boo. That's the real deal. They lucid as hell. You got people who are mean-spirited. They're nasty. They don't never have a kind word to say. They mad. They wake up mad, go to bed mad. They vengeful. You understand what I'm saying?
Gossip.
And they're the same ones you see taking it right on to the YT and the Facebook.
Sitting up in the pew every Sunday.
Look, sitting up, looking at YouTube and their house on fire. I'm dead.
Yep. Or sitting up in the pew every Sunday.
Yep. And that's how I be. Okay, John Q asked me, who Do you think the biological fathers of the boys are real feeling about this ordeal concerning their sons? They've been extremely quiet. Who do you think the biological fathers of the boys are feeling about this ordeal? I don't know, John, and that's the whole point. Why not speak instead of having that cousin talk? That to me was a bad look, and I don't really like dwelling on that because it's a sore subject too. But you are the biological father of a child that's missing. Allegedly, they say they forfeit their rights. I don't have any proof that is true, but let's say allegedly those fathers forfeit their rights. How in the world, right, are you feeling about the situation of these children missing? Two, why are you letting some random person speak on your behalf of your kids, some cousin? I just don't agree with that. I'm sorry. It's just who I am. So I don't agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with it at all.
And I wonder if the older kids, if everything that's going on, do they know what's going on?
Which children are you talking about?
The two older kids.
Well, I mean, they're not dead.
Yeah.
They read. They can hear people talk. They can hear people's conversations.
Yeah.
Checkmate. 7 to
Yeah,
life.
that's right.
7 to life. Oh Lord. 7 to life. Hello? Seven to life. Do you hear me? They're not here. I don't understand what's going on.
I couldn't hear.
Yeah, well, and they're playing the background. So, Queen, do you know the age of the other kids? Well, I believe the boy is 7. I can't remember how old the little girl is. She's a few years older than him. Look at Melissa, right? Lord knows I let loose sometimes. Well, don't get too loose. Hold on, let me see a 7 to life after. 7 to life. Hello? Hello?
I can hear you.
Well, are you? Is your Wi-Fi acting up? Because I can't hear you.
I could hear her.
Well, are you going to say something, dear? Hello? I can't do this. I mean, because it takes up my time. Sorry. Nancy, don't start nothing.
I'm not starting nothing.
Well, I mean, I can't hear and I can't hold it up. So I mean, that's it.
Yeah, I know. I'm a good girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in the chat and let her know. Can't hear.
Well, she came through once.
Well, I can't hear. If you've been in the chat talking, you want to hit the link, please join the discussion.
And I changed my name down in the chat, and I don't know why I didn't change my name up here. So that's kind of crazy.
You don't have to change it. You're gonna keep it the same. You only change it if you're having a problem.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna know who you are if you change it. See,
I changed my name down in the chat. Down in the chat, it's Homespun. So
Homespun. I didn't see no Homespun down there.
Yeah, my name down in the chat now is Homespun.
Oh Lord, see, you can't be changing it like that because how am I gonna know that's you?
Well, that's me.
Now everybody, mama knows. See, that's why I say you should keep it the same.
Well, I can go back.
Okay, here. The biological fathers have been just sitting behind the curtains, all quiet and not participating in any search efforts. Just makes no sense at all. Well, John Q, it don't have to make any sense because it's showing you what you need to know of what we already knew in the first place. There hasn't been anybody on the home team for the children.
No.
That just shows me that, neither mother nor father cared about those kids.
Yeah.
I
don't know where Air Force One is. Probably eating some pudding somewhere asleep. You know how he is. Look, I ain't never seen a grown man fall asleep after drinking hot cocoa. I'd be like, dang, what is really going on?
He ate too many peeps for Easter.
What you say, Nancy?
He ate too many peeps for Easter.
Oh, you gotta stop. Oh, and why one of the fans sent me a thing in the inbox that had hot peeps. Like the hot Cheetos. I thought we ain't messing with that. Oh Jesus. I thought, who made these? No, thank you. Wow, that was scary when I saw that. I thought your stomach be toe up, showing up.
I wouldn't even want to see that mess.
Yeah. Be crying later. Here's Dancing Queen. Dancing Queen.
Hello.
Hello. Where you calling from?
I'm in Wisconsin.
I'm gonna get down, Queen.
Okay.
I'm in Wisconsin.
Oh, are you?
I'm kind of down today just because, it's Easter, and unfortunately my son got involved with a deadbeat mom, and she takes off on him all the time and just abandons the babies with him, and only one of the babies is his. And we were planning on having a big, she's been gone for 2 months. She hasn't called. She hasn't showed up to get him or nothing. And the other day, she showed up acting all crazy, and she stripped the baby's clothes off of them. They're 2 and 3 years old. Stripped their clothes off of them.
Hold on 1 second. Stop talking for a minute. Jolie, the source they never say anything about them forfeiting their rights. That's YouTube gossip. And I already said in here, I don't know if they forfeit their rights or not. So how about that? You another one that don't listen. Hold on a minute, baby. You don't follow my channel, so you don't know what somebody done said on this channel.
Boom.
Hold on a minute. Oh, not out. You got it. Thank you. I'm coming here with that mess. Go ahead, finish what you had to say, baby.
And I'm just heartbroken because, they haven't gone through courts or for paternity or anything like that. And he's been raising the babies while she's collecting all the tax money and all the what do you call that money we've been getting lately. And
Stimulus.
yeah, she's been taking all that, and she's got 3 kids of her own. One of them is at his father's. One of them is my son's, and the other one is someone else's kid, but she up and left, and that's their home up there. And she came in all crazy like the other day, and she stripped all their clothes off and left with them naked, acting all crazy. And we don't have no court papers or anything, so I don't know when the next time I'm going to see him is going to be.
Sounds very sad.
That's sad.
It is, but there's those kind of moms everywhere. And
well, they are everywhere. They're gonna always be around.
And I've told her to her face that in my 53 years, I ain't never met one woman that up and left their kids and went and did what she wanted to do. I mean, I know people have done that, but I personally had never met anybody that had done that. And I tell her what I think of her when I see her.
Oh.
But anyways, my heart's just a little bit broken. And then you brought up this topic today, so I thought I would just chime in. I mean, it's going to devastate those babies, And I don't know when we're going to see them back, but if I do know one thing for sure, she can't handle keeping the kids more than for a few days. So I'm hoping she'll bring them back.
Okay.
But I keep telling my son he needs to get into court because they've been living and he's been providing the roof over their head for 2 years now. And she just comes and swoops them whenever she wants to. And we don't know where she's staying, So we don't know where the babies are.
I got you.
But I mean, for her acting crazy in front of those babies like that, I mean, it does something to. I mean, I'm shook up about it, and it messes with all the good people that are around those babies that are something happening to. And I mean, that's why I'm so dedicated to trying to help find these boys, is because I know how it would feel if mine were gone, and then all of a sudden, she comes in and swoops and took my babies away.
Right. Look at Air Force One said, Ryan to me is like a tick looking for a dog to lay on. Jesus, I'm dead.
He's so funny.
He is funny. That's that is for those who don't know.
Yeah.
I can speak on a personal experience. My brother's wife, they had 2 children, a niece. I have a niece and a nephew.
Yes.
They're older now. They're in adulthoods.
Yes.
And they were young, and his wife took off. And I ended up going over there and helping him, and he ended up with the babies. And she took off and met a man. Okay. And they ended up, and it's very uncommon for a man, the father, to end up with the children.
It is. That is true.
It is. And he ended up with the children, and she took off, and he would set up times for her to come and pick up the children and meet, and she would talk to them on the phone, and she would never show up, and they would sit there and wait, which was a very sad situation.
Yeah, it is.
Heartbreaking.
And so he ended up having to go take her parental rights away because it was just an ongoing thing where she would never show up. And she ended up moving out of state and having 2 more children by this gentleman. And to make a sadder situation, she ended up deceased. But anyway, it totally messed these kids up. So I know firsthand what abandonment and what situations can do to children that a mother absent from kids can do. And it is a very, very sad situation.
Yes.
What it can do.
Yes.
And I would think that she would want to be a better mom because she was raised in a not good home.
And their mother was not raised in a good situation. So it was a perpetual circle and she was adopted. Yeah. And it just was a perpetual circle that continued. And I am thankful to say that it has affected my nephew in a very negative way. Okay. He has a daughter that he does not interact with, nor does see or anything. We've tried years and years to get him to do. But my niece has a son and is married and will not do that to her son. Right. But it has affected my nephew in a very negative way. And he says, nope, I'm staying out of her life. And when she turns 18, if she wants to interact with me, fine. Now, we interact with her on a family level, but my nephew won't. And it's very sad. It just it's a never ending cycle that has just spiraled down through the years. So I really do feel for these children that are all affected by this one woman's ignorance. And, it's just really sad.
Well, my thing is, she's still young. It'll be another one.
Yeah, you're right. It is. There will be another.
There'll be another baby.
There'll be another baby, and that's what I'm saying. They need to implement something to where they,
Can you imagine that, trying to put that big ass girl down to tie her tubes?
That's what I'm saying. They need to do something where they do something.
Golly.
It's the tubes, it's an injection or something,
I'm serious.
God.
You gotta take that big old gal down like wrestling a little baby rhino.
Like I was going to say taking a hippo, but you said rhino.
What the hell?
Well, you're going to give her a vaccine and just give her a shot so she can't get pregnant for 5 years.
Damn.
Take a dart gun.
That's a big, you know what? Don't y'all start.
I know. I'm gonna get off here. Let someone else get up in here.
Okay, baby. Thank you so
Love you,
much.
Queen.
God bless you. Have a happy
Bye.
one. Okay, bye, baby. Oh Lord, that was Nancy. Shut your mouth. Maybe she's just having a whole bunch of kids to get a bigger check. In some states, the more kids you have, the more you get. Well, we know, Sugar Mama, we know California pays more for everything. That's a very expensive state to live in. It's one of the most expensive states in the union, besides the state of Connecticut, New York, Florida. So, you know, you got to have mad paper, as we've said 1,000 times, to live in the state of California. So, of course, they give you more money for children in California, food stamps, yeah. But still, I don't give a damn what California giving. Why would you want to keep having children and don't have a place for them to sleep? Come on now.
It's just sad. They're selfish.
I never heard of such. I've never heard of any woman having babies and she didn't even have her own apartment. That is rare. I don't care if she wanted them or not. I've never heard of a woman, let me say a female. I never heard of a female procreating and didn't even have an address with her name on the lease or the deed.
Yeah, well, that's what my son's
Thank you, Junior.
girlfriend is like.
Thank you, homespun.
She hasn't had a name. She hasn't had a place for like ever. And here's what she was doing. She was acting like she wanted to try to get back together with my son.
Yeah.
And him or me would pay the rent because I'm the one helping provide the roof over the head.
Okay. And you're good for that, honey.
But and as soon as it came time for rent to be paid, bitch would take off again.
Yeah. Well, that's what a lot of people do. Hey, look, women know that from dealing with old sorry men. Soon as something true. They gone, then they come rolling back around to what, the 15th?
Yep. As soon as he's got money from his work, she shows up. Spends it real quick too.
Yeah, well, best don't start it. It's nothing wrong with being nice, but you got to know the signs. Somebody's trying to dupe you. Just the way it is.
My son, he's not thinking with the right head, you know.
Well, he better start thinking with the right head, or he gonna be shit out of luck, as they say in the streets.
Girl, get this. This is funny. The last time I saw that she was staying in there, I went to my house. Yes. And I had stockpiled up on some condoms, and I don't even know, I'd never used them or anything. But anyways, I grabbed them and I went and knocked on his door. And I said, you letting her stay here? And he goes, well, for a little while. And I threw a whole handful of condoms at him. And I said, here, don't knock her up again.
Yeah. Well, Pepper, I don't know what state you live in, but in this state, you ain't getting enough money to pay no rent. Nowhere. Not with no state check. They don't give you enough. Keep trying to tell y'all that. They don't give a lot of money. This is not Europe where they give you several $100s for welfare. This is America where I live. You're not getting no money enough to pay no rent in this state. Now, what they're doing somewhere else, I cannot speak for, but I'm telling you here in the high 10, you are getting nothing to pay no rent. How the hell are you gonna pay rent with $150 a month or a little over that? That's not no money.
If that for child support nowadays.
Right. No need to purchase. Yes, you post your personal business. That's her mental emotional state, and it speaks of individual integrity. Yes, and that's why I said a lot of people have that bad of posting stuff to Facebook. You're talking about what Pookie did, Ray did, what your mama said, your daddy said, you're mad at your sister, your brother. So you go to Facebook. Why are you putting your business in the street? You don't have to tell your innermost personal feelings to Facebook. Just keep it to yourself. Why not go to a pastor and talk? That's what the hell you need to go talk to. Go find you a pastor, rabbi, clergyman, woman, and go lay your burdens to them. You understand? Or how about taking it to Jesus? Because he's first. I'm just saying.
That's right.
What you said? Maybe she's out there searching for a golden deed. Oh, God, these females will never see it, that part. You know what, Sugar Mama, please stop. If they have benefits, they most likely get government housing. Well, she don't have enough sense to even go do that, from what I heard. She should have been had a hood housing or Section 8. Well, I mean, what's wrong with going to get it if you need it? That's what I understand. That's why I can understand why somebody would have a lot of children and don't have adequate housing. And somebody jumped in the chat a while ago saying, well, you know, they got a waiting list long in California. Baby, as long as she been procreating, Section 8 I came around 12 times. Come on. Stop all that.
And if the mom, she wanted to keep them kids, she should have got on that long time ago to have a roof to provide over all them babies that she didn't end up keeping.
Nay, stop that. Well, you're right. And that's my point. You could go, because I had somebody on here talking about California and getting help from California, that you could just say you're homeless and give your situation and that they will help you if you're homeless. And a lot of places help you quicker if you can show proof that you don't have somewhere to stay. You understand what I'm saying?
And that you have babies that you need a roof over their head.
Babies. You're sleeping in your car. You're sleeping in a tent. They don't mind saying, okay, we've verified you don't have a place to stay. Boom. Give you a voucher, whatever. It's just a matter of you having to find somebody to take you around, find you some place to stay. And then naturally, you're going to have money to turn your lights on, your electric or whatever. But the point is, you have to show
them. They can get help for that too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But the point is, that's not going to just happen with you sitting around. You have to get up and apply. You have to go online now to apply. So if you want help, you have to go out and get the help. The help is not just going to show up to you.
Exactly.
She's not going to show up, you know. But that lets me know she never wanted anything, because I ain't never that big old girl sleeping on nobody's sofa. She had to been mighty uncomfortable.
Exactly. Yep.
It's just sickening to me. Right. She couldn't get public housing. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't give a damn where it was. It was the projects, where it was. My thing is, it's got a roof.
Yep. And if she wanted her kids bad enough, she would have done anything she needed to do to get them.
But what I'm saying is the beginning. The beginning.
Right.
You were making in the beginning.
The problem is these kids are having babies too young.
Right. But my thing is, why were you pregnant all these times without adequate housing?
Yeah.
You're pregnant and don't even have a place with your name on the lease.
Yeah.
Why? Baby one gets taken because of a broken femur. Now you knocked up again a new year. That baby's taken at birth. So see, this makes no sense to me. You steady fucking. Why?
Yeah.
You know, pardon my French, but it looks bad to keep having sex.
It does.
And then you're not even keeping the kids, and something's jumping off to where the state is coming in and taking your kids. So you getting all this ding dong, and then poof, baby born, gotta go. Become the state. Whoop, next year, baby gone by the state. No, come on. 2 years straight.
Yeah.
Jeez, I mean, come on.
I don't know. The kids nowadays, they're just selfish.
I mean, I just can't see. Let me tell you something. If I'm going to struggle with one, I am not about to get number 2, number 3, number 4.
Exactly.
I don't give a damn who the man is.
Yeah.
Just keep getting knocked up. No adequate housing, no money, no funds, no job, no car, no home, no house, nothing with your name on it, such as an apartment, lease, or a deed.
See, they want to be grown up, but then they don't want to take on the responsibilities of getting the apartment and having money for groceries and things in your name and taking care of your own. And they always expect others to hand out and feel bad for them.
Well, Junior Lee, I don't know what her reasoning is for why she never kept a place to live or keep her kids. I'm just going to chalk it up to the fact she just didn't care. There's no other way for me to look at it, because that's what you're saying to me when you are lying up having these children with no adequate place for them to stay. You know what I'm saying? You had baby for baby for baby for baby for baby with not anything in your name. Mm-hmm. And yet these dodo birds will sit up here and uphold her. That makes no sense to me. How you can uphold somebody that would willingly go out here and have sex and make a child without an adequate place to sleep. And they didn't do it just one time. It's different if you were having sex, you got knocked up, you was at your mom and daddy house, but you don't still bring in 3 more at your mom and daddy house, because that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You can't just
My
think because
first
mom and daddy give you a place to live. It's okay to bring all them damn kids in their house.
my first son was a oopsie, and I managed to.
She said she has a job. She said that to the news. She worked. I don't know what's true or not. I don't even care about what she be talking about because she ain't saying nothing. Go ahead, Nancy Queen.
I was just saying that I had a oopsie when I was 23 and got pregnant, and I had nobody to help me. My mom was like, "Nope, you made your bed, you lie in it, you deal with it." And I managed to stay not getting pregnant until I wanted to 11 years later. So, I mean, these kids can do it. They just are not doing it.
Well, some people like drama, and that's just the best way to describe it.
Yeah. But I'm going to let you go here. And I just
Thank
wanted to
you
say
so much for joining me.
hi.
Okay.
And we'll let somebody else pop up on here. I'll still watch though.
Okay, honey. You have a nice week, okay?
Okay, you too.
All right. It's Dancing Queen, everybody. Thank you so much. Well, hour and 26 minutes in. It's crazy nonsense I've ever seen in my life. It's just crazy. Air Force One, you want to hit it? You the one that put this ball into motion. I don't know what homespun talking about. A futon and what is that? A house for a futon. Need a house for a futon. You know what? I can't. Come on, This your party. This show wasn't mine. Because I don't deal in the foolishness at all. Thank you all for joining me. At least get on the list, even if there's a list for public housing. Yes, exactly. Yes, prayers for DMX. Amen. Well, you brought it up, so why not talk about it? This ain't about to be a 12-hour live, so it's all good. Yes, amen. Prayers for Earl. Well, honey, get your goat on and then go and lay it down. Yes, we're going to pray for DMX. He is still in critical condition that I know of, so prayers for him and his family and children. Thank you all for joining me. I was bringing you said information pertaining to a Facebook post that was uploaded April 1st by the bio mother of the missing children out of Cal City. And I read that post. That was is the subject of this video. Just a lot of foolishness and nonsense. Yes, and that is true too. Some people are homeless by choice. Exactly. I know a lot of people who have chosen to be homeless. They like being homeless. They like couch surfing. They like staying with other people. They have no intention of ever getting their own place, their own home, their own car. They like it. That is so true. How you doing, sweet one? Thank you, honey. That is so very true. There are people who enjoy living off of other people, riding the ride. So it's not much you can do. But my thing is I wouldn't be a participant in helping somebody who I see don't want any help and they aren't helping themselves. Okay, Gypsy. Oh, Jesus. Lord have mercy. I'm done. Yes. I brought you the said information pertaining to the Facebook post. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to the said information in the video. I don't know if many of you go to Facebook or on Facebook. No other family members was vetted to taking the babies. Those kids should have been with relatives. Well, Miss Steve, don't you think they went to a relative to ask them to take the children in? That's the first person they're going to ask is a relative or a father. Oh, Lord. You that lazy? You that lazy, really? You that lazy, really? You that lazy? Golly.
She disgusts me.
Okay, I'm gonna sit the microphone right up here where they can hear. Amen. This is Air Force One.
She just plainly disgusts me to the utmost. You know, to be so disrespectful not only to herself, but to her children. Having all of her children taken away because she wants to lay on a, let's see what Nene said, futon. Okay?
Y'all need to stop. That big girl, you know that girl too big for a futon. Now y'all stop all that foolishness.
Well, she's got carpet, I hope.
Okay, I'm dead. How you gonna have carpet and it ain't yours?
Well,
you mean somebody else's carpet?
Probably.
You forgot in California they got probably tile floors like they got in Florida. They probably ain't got no good carpets because it's it's warmer there. So them houses probably got more tile floor than carpet. Why am I talking about this? Lord, please stop. Just stop it.
She's just a downright uncouth.
Yes, that's true. Yes, Joan, they do.
Who has no scruples whatsoever.
Yes.
For her to put something out on Facebook like that. Yeah. But I told you she was going to do it. She was bound to do it. After Wanda came out, I knew she was. I know
you said that to me, and I was like, where's this going? Because I tell you, I don't pay attention to none of that stuff they be saying. So it just be, it go on one ear and after the other. Excuse me. I didn't think any more about it when when that information came in. When somebody sent it to me, I thought, well, okay.
It's just she's just a horrible person to me.
Okay, and this is because why? All 4 kids, all 2 don't matter.
All 4.
Okay.
And for her not to even be able to, I'm not going to say not to be able to, for her not to go out to
publicly. You talking about publicly?
The rest of those visuals,
publicly.
For her not to go back onto TV to say, hey, just like somebody said, thank you so much for putting up the flyers.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
The billboard. I would love to see my sons back.
Yes.
I would love to get all of my children back. I'm a good mother. I'm trying my best to do this. I'm trying my best to do that. If she would have worded it that way in her statement,
right?
Maybe I would have had at least some inkling of a feeling for her. But she seems to, in my opinion only, she seemed to be so ratchet about herself. And it just doesn't make sense. And, Lord willing, maybe he'll touch her heart or touch her soul, basically, to say, hey, look, I provided these gifts of life for you.
Yeah.
Do what you're supposed to do, which is right. Get your kids back, and I will bless you more.
Yeah.
But she seems like she don't even want to do that. She wants to get on the plane and fly down to Florida, all well and fine. Again, maybe she will come back. Maybe when she gets back to California or she's in California, hey, maybe she got pregnant again while she was down there.
Well, we know she liked the ding dong, so she done gave it up to somebody down there. Shut your mouth.
So
that helpful. I just ain't never seen somebody that just Even if you like sex a lot, that is your business. I ain't got nothing to say about nobody that love to get the woo-hoo and the ding-ding. But if you gonna be getting it down, you need to wear something that you somebody know you can't have no more kids. A man, you been snipped, you can't have no more children. A woman, you snipped or you done had your stuff taken out of you, inside of you, and it's a wrap. Okay, you want to sleep around, no condom, that's your business. That's your business. But this heifer know damn well she's still fertile. I don't understand how you just can keep having sex knowing you can still get pregnant. You can't make me understand that. You can't make me understand that.
And I think if she goes to the doctor and says, Doc, I want to get my tubes tied.
Yeah, just do it.
But wait a minute, but just scorch it just a little bit because I might want to do something else.
Say what now?
Take a little hot, one of them little, what do you call those things?
I don't know what you said. Don't mess it up now, Air Force.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I just lost my thought on that.
Yeah, you all on 15th Street. Come on back.
Yeah. I'm over in Washington on G Street.
Well, come on back, bro, because you lost me there for a minute. I don't know what you were saying. What is it? But it's the truth. Like I said, I understand.
Like I was saying, maybe she might go to the doctor and say, "Well, I don't want them all the way tied. Just scorch it a little bit, because I might want to undo it, so I can have another child or something."
I'm gonna spit that drink out. You know what? Air Force.
Yes, ma'am.
That hooker that had 4 kids, let it rest, tie them up, burn them up. Ain't no half in, halfway out. Everybody know once you get them tied up, ain't no need in trying to undo them and rectify them. She need her insides removed. Formally. Just formally remove them. Yeah.
But
just remove them.
I don't care what anybody says. To me, she's still a suspect.
Yeah. Well, okay, and that's your opinion. I tell people everybody's entitled to what they think about these people that have immersed themselves in the case, who started out in the case, because at this point we don't know anything. And the fact that, as we say, authorities haven't told us anything as far as a suspect, who they think has done it, why, your mind will run with you. That's just common sense, because you don't know what to think about none of these jokers. I mean, I just don't put nothing past nobody. Even if it don't sound feasible, but my thing is, what's feasible when you don't know nothing?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know. You don't know.
No, you don't. You don't.
Jessica says she don't think she's a suspect. Okay.
Yeah, well.
Have another drink and fly Air Force Ones. Okay. What, Vinny? I don't know what that means. Well, what somebody said. So you pregnant by yourself? Stop. Nay. And Nay, why I ain't heard from you in a while? Yes. When I can find the last 2 episodes, baby, I will be bringing you that commentary about that said topic. Okay. You know what, Shelley? We need baby passports. You know what? Okay, y'all just showing out.
Yeah, but that's all I have to say about her.
So she gonna get pregnant again, right?
Yeah, I feel it. And they may take that one from her.
Somebody talking about her spread and everything because she ain't getting no checkups. Well, my thing is, if you don't go get birth control and condoms, I know you ain't going to get a pap smear every year. Let's keep it 100.
That's right.
Wouldn't be the first time a person hires someone to do the deed for them so they appear innocent. This is true. But that's common sense. You don't have the gumption to go get free birth control at your local health department. You ain't marching your ass in there for a pap smear, breast exam, or if you think you got an STD. You just going to ride with it. Just let it shrivel on up. That's how I look at it. She to me, she's that type.
Yeah.
Because in the same breath that I'm going to go get birth control, I'm going to also get my girlfriend checked. She don't strike me as that type of chick. She just likes to have sex. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She likes to have sex. That's her. She's a big gal. That's a lot of hamburger. Shit.
That's a Big Mac.
Wait a minute, Air Force. I was looking at look, and I'm a big girl myself, but I'm looking at them Facebook posts, them Facebook pictures tonight. I said, "Ooh, Satan." That's a lot of gal. You hear me?
Dang.
As the old folks would say, that's a lot of girls. Damn. That's a big gal. You hear me? That's look. She is swelter. and you sitting up here ain't even thinking about no birth control. You just said the hell with it. I don't give a damn. I can't understand that type of mentality. You just won't even go get yourself birth control. That's just weird to me for that age group. Speaking of authorities, did anybody think it was strange? Wanda said she gave over the other children, but Walker made it sound like they were taken because of so. Well, Walker already told you the state makes a decision to remove a child because of abuse or neglect, suspicion. So that's already said in stone.
That's right.
My point is that if she got 4 babies and all in the system, where were the daddies then? They got not one leg to stand on because they are just as bad as her. Yes, I agree. I agree. I'm going to have to check out the Facebook page now. But go and check it out. Put your helmet on. One is twisted and she must think we're dumb enough to believe her lies. Well, can't you get free family planning? Homespun. We already been said that, baby, that the stuff at the health department is free. It's free. I just said that. Birth control is free. The pap smear is free. If you get an STD, it's free. The medicine is free. All that is free. So there's no reason not to go get birth control. Come on, y'all.
That's too much like right for her.
Well, you know. Well, and you're right. You told Air Force to fly and other man, then said men should not have opinion in matter. Oh, what are y'all talking about?
I shouldn't have an opinion?
Well, I don't know what y'all saying. He can talk what he wants on his channel. Don't start that. Bear says there's also voluntary placement through CPS. Just wonder if that the West did under FBI recommendation. So I want to say this for the last time. Police has no involvement in placing the children in CPS custody. It is CPS decision to take children out of a home when abuse is suspected. He said that day one. Man, what is the problem? It sure is. And they got birth control that lasts for years in one dose. Well, oh, wow. Thank you, dear.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, have a good week, baby.
All right, babe. You too.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
That was Air Force One from Maryland. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, wow. Here y'all go. Y'all all on 15th Street. Well, that's the said commentary. I'm going to read the post one more time, and then I'm going to check out of here. And you can take it how you like, what it means, what it don't mean. As I state, I don't go on the Facebook pages of a she, because I ain't lost nothing over there on Paprika Dean's Facebook page, but somebody sent this to me, and I'll read it as follows. This was uploaded April 1st, 12:44 p.m. Oh, I ain't forgot about my boys. Trust, it's forever with my babies, but I see MFs want me to sit in sorrow and just let myself go, and I'm not. Shrugging emojis. If I was to let myself go here, go a judge an MF, damn, she let herself go. She turned into a bum. She weak. Here go another judge an MF. Damn, she living life. Been to the beach. She act like she DGAF, no more. MF's gonna talk regardless. I deal with my hurt in a different way. And if you truly know me, you know it has changed my attitude and my outlook on certain things that's how I deal with it, exclamation point. So once again, if you want to judge me or have something to ask, my inbox is open, but just watch what you say to me and how you word it. Shrugging emojis. Have a blessed Thursday. Kissy lips. That was the most bogus Facebook post. Please stop talking, little lady. Just stop talking, okay? That post doesn't mean anything to me. Maybe it's relevant to some of you. You're entitled to your opinion about the Facebook post. The thing that's weird and crazy, but relevant and ignorant all at the same breath, is that allegedly she put a post up there about going to the beach, going to Miami. And I thought, wow, how can you post something about going to Miami when you wouldn't even go to Pacheco to check to see what the hell they was looking for over in that field? And that same night, you were seen at a party that you weren't invited to and asked to leave because the guy brought you there without asking the hostess permission to have you at that party. So they said they'll shut the party down. You stayed. So why did this woman not want you at her house? See, these are the things I'm talking about. How would it look if you posted pictures of that said event with your homeboy, friend, whoever he was to you, and the same day is the day that them folks were looking for your children? You know it wouldn't look good. That's why you didn't post no pictures that night. But that shows intent to me that you never cared about your kids and you too busy want to go out the same night that these folks out there in the field looking for your damn babies. You've never cared. Thousands of excuses why you couldn't come forward. You didn't go to the Kern County meet and greet panel about your babies because you were distraught, so somebody said. But yet you can show up at a party that you weren't invited to the same day. Law enforcement in Bakersfield was looking for your child. So that shows intent. You never cared. You ain't never cared. And then you go to Facebook with all this foolishness about going to Miami, and now you putting up posts about you don't care what people say. You can't mourn. You mourning like they dead. Are they dead? You know, maybe you should enlighten us because maybe I'm lost. Maybe it's something that Queen don't know about. Because your wording is the wording of somebody who's lost somebody that's died. You see, those are the things people say when people in their business and they moved on. Man, did you see her? She was out at the party. Did you see him? He's out at the party. His girlfriend just died. His kids just died. What are you doing now? See, you're talking like the children are dead. And you're talking like you had custody of the children up until December 21st, 2020. But the state and the word on the street is you ain't had them children. So what we have to ask ourselves is, what the hell are you saying on Facebook? Let yourself go. You've been doing what you want for years. You were doing what you want when the state took your first child. And the baby leg was broke, cracked, however you want to word it. You did it or somebody in your household did it. Year later, you knocked up again. That baby gone because he couldn't breathe on his own. Lungs weren't at full capacity. Alcohol fetal syndrome, weed exposure. Baby number 2 sat in the NIC unit for damn near a month without the comfort of his mother. Ryan Dean, yeah, I'm talking about you because you that nigga. I'm going to say that. 2 older children that you have decided not to take care of either. Need a mama. You ain't nowhere to be found. Allegedly, the girl child is out of town living with a father. The boy child is in Bakersfield, but I hear you ain't talked to him since Christmas. But yet you post a picture of he and you and he in March. But let's keep it 100. Tell the folks the real truth. You don't call and check on him. You don't ask him to go nowhere, see him, take him nowhere. Go to the park, go to the zoo. Spend time with him. And yet you all are ride or die for this heifer like you know her. She your best damn friend. Well, if you knew her, then you would know she was incapable of being a mother to her children. And hey, people do make mistakes, but not 4 times. So miss me with the she was too young, didn't understand the system. She know how to lay down and have sex. So she understands the system very well. She did what she wanted to do. And she's been doing what she wanted to do. So to sit up and put that Facebook post up there as if somebody bothering you, somebody's talking about you, somebody's harassing you, people are judging you is a bunch of bull because you see you ran out of breath day one to let the world know that those were your children. And you talked to the news only a few times, plus ABC News, and then you vacated the premises and went into what I call seclusion, hide, whichever word you want to use. And now you go to Facebook to vent when really you should stay off Facebook. You another April Thomas. I'm going to call all y'all the same. Y'all love Facebook. But see, what you don't know is Facebook don't love you. Facebook can't never love you. Because it ain't nothing. It ain't never been nothing. Because you see on Facebook, you can be whoever you want to be. Same thing with YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You can be whoever you want to be on these social media platforms. You ain't never cared for those kids. And you have 2 older children right now that need a mother, and you have vacated the premises. But the only thing you can think of doing is going to Facebook, ranting and raving about MF this and MF that. The best thing you can do is check yourself. Stop having sex without a condom and birth control. Go find you a rabbi or a priest and lay your burdens down. Ask the Lord to forgive you. And move on with yourself. And stay off of Facebook. Because Facebook is not your friend. And she ain't gonna never be kind to you. Because in the end, Facebook is telling what we already knew for those of us who are woke. You just never cared about the babies. And you have 2 living children who need a mother, and you ain't seen their one son allegedly since Christmas. And on the day that the Bakersfield police searched Pacheco Road, Avenue, whichsoever, you would nowhere to be found. And you went to a house party that same night. So that shows me you've never cared for your children. You didn't care that night. You didn't care when you put the Facebook post about going to Miami. You have now removed that Facebook post about going to Miami. And then you put up this bogus Facebook post talking in circles about being judged and doing what you want and giving up and this and that. And you can't let yourself go. But let's keep it 100. You've been doing what Ron Dean has always wanted to do, which is do her. You've been doing you since day one. And that is the reason why you don't have custody of all 4 children. And to me, it's shameful. Because at some point in your life, you should have redeemed yourself and raised some of your children. But you chose not to. Because hanging with certain people and smoking and drinking was more important to you. So to sit up now and cry wolf and use people to talk to the public about why you can't be seen and heard is disrespectful to the children. It's disrespectful to the people who care. It's disrespectful to law enforcement. Disrespectful to those babies. And you're disrespecting yourself. And that's the said information. I'm going to leave it right there. I thank you all for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful Easter. Have a blessed week. This is the Queen, Everyday Shenanigans. And when I get more information pertaining to any other updates, I will bring it to you. You all have a safe week. And I'm out of here. Thanks for the mods. Have a wonderful morning.